What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Rest Hold Podcast, episode 54. Coming at you, as always, by your boys, Tanner Fred, and me, Zach Foreman. Tanner, you know the deal.
What's going on, everybody? Slow week.
Slow week.
Not much to report. No exciting outside the ring news.
JR's a little bit of a pervert, huh?
Yeah. That's
Is that
again
news?
Not news.
Is that news, or is that just JR being
that's
JR?
Just JR. Hung out with Jerry for too many years, you know.
JR's barbecue.
Yeah.
It's the puppies, JR.
Yeah.
Guys,
what's going on?
WWE.
Struggling.
This is their second biggest pay-per-view of the year.
Yeah.
I would say second.
Second or third.
At the absolute worst, third biggest pay-per-view of the year. And they've got nothing.
I feel like they go for ticket sales and not views. And I think the perfect evidence of that is Brock and Roman. Like, it's cool, but like...
You're absolutely appealing to the casual fan,
100%.
right? Like, okay,
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar's back. Becky and Bianca, okay, I guess is kind of a draw. Like, for people like us who watch every week, who do a podcast about wrestling, who care about wrestling, right? It's hard to care about Becky and Bianca again.
I understand why it's happening. But like,
it's hard to care.
If you're going to do this, you shouldn't have done it in the middle of the year also.
Yeah.
Should have left it alone and then come back to it now, which would have made perfect sense.
Because the thing is, Becky and Bianca has now been nonstop since they've both been back.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like, since they've both been working full schedules, this has been nonstop.
Yeah, pretty much.
What, with like a sprinkle of Asuka in there as distraction?
And then a little bit of Sasha at the beginning.
And then just touching Carmella as a filler.
Yeah, this has been it.
And I know that Ripley getting hurt throws a wrench in
a little bit
things,
of a monkey wrench.
But like, this is nonstop, almost 9 months.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a long time.
A very long time.
Yeah.
And I don't care.
No, I don't care. I personally, might be a hot take, don't really care about Roman and Brock either.
No. So the story, don't care.
The only reason I care is because what it could mean if Brock were to win.
Right.
That's it.
So what it means if Brock could win is, you're turning WWE on its head.
Yeah.
Right? Like the whole paradigm of the...
That might be like a catastrophically bad decision.
It would be a very bad decision. But...
Possible.
The only reason I care is because, assuming, knock on wood, the guys can stay healthy, they're going to give us the match we should have gotten at Mania.
Yeah.
So the match itself
should be really good.
Yeah. But the story, I don't care.
There isn't one. That's
don't
why.
care.
There's not a story.
And then, like I said, just to go back to Bianca and Becky really quick, neither of them are doing good work right now.
Yeah.
Like, you guys, we can get as much slack as we want on this. Sure, they're two of the best women in the company. Neither one is doing good work right now. Bianca, it's not necessarily her fault because she's gotten shoehorned into feuds. She's not really getting to develop herself as a character, as a champion. But Becky's just bad right now.
Yeah. And I feel like, it's hard. Again, I don't know how much is their fault. It is hard to keep an original story, an entertaining story, when you've been doing it for 9 months. Like, what? There's no more wells to dip into. Like, you can only do so much.
And these are two women that are on the show almost every week.
Weekly, for the last 9 months.
They're missing maybe 1 or 2 weeks here and there.
Yeah.
They're on every week. Yeah. Like, it's incredibly hard to maintain a good storyline or to hold a viewer's interest.
Yeah.
And, like I said, this man character now is done.
Yeah, it's a little past its welcome.
I actually need her to lose and then rebrand.
Yeah.
Like, just new Becky Lynch character. Has to happen.
I think maybe bring Becky back as a face, but the problem is you don't have any heels.
Right.
You have no women heels. You have what?
Who's your top heel outside of Becky right now? Is it Lacey? Is that who? Is it Natalya?
You can't really even count Ronda as a heel.
Mm-mm. And Lacey's had one real match.
Yeah.
Like, it's not Lacey.
It has to be Lacey, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Which is wild that, the void that Charlotte leaves when she isn't there.
And I guess it was Rhea, and then she got hurt,
she's
unfortunately.
hurt. Yeah, no Charlotte, no Rhea. That's a big gap. And the problem is that they make no attempt to fill the gap. That's the real issue. Isn't that it's like, okay, we have an opening. Let's give somebody a shot.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't work out, let's give them a shot.
Their attempt to fill the gap was going back to, the tried and true Carmella.
The deepest well they have.
Yeah. Like, yes, we know Carmella can wrestle. Yes, we know she will give you good matches.
We also know she isn't winning.
Yes, exactly.
0% chance.
Exactly. You could have pulled, like, what they did with Liv, right? Like, obviously, Money in the Bank is a special case.
Yeah.
But you wanted to get Liv that push. You wanted to give her chance, to give her the opportunity. You did it. Do it with somebody else.
Honestly,
because you need it.
Even if they don't have to win, like,
but build
let's
somebody.
put Shotzi on a heater. Like, she's already heel. Just put her on a heater. Let her lose at SummerSlam. Nobody cares.
And that's the thing is, we say this probably every episode, but at least every other episode. You can still have good matches and lose.
You can hotshot someone and then they don't win.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine. Like, people will understand it takes a lot to be a champion.
Yeah. Bianca, cream of the crop, top-level athlete.
Took her a year and a half.
Top-level performer. Took her a year and a half.
Yeah.
You can give somebody losses to get there.
Here's the thing. Do we get Bayley back at SummerSlam?
I don't know.
She has to. They need her so badly.
So I'm going to put a pin in that for 1 second.
Okay.
Just as another example, how many times did Liv lose the championship match? Like 5?
At least 5.
Yeah.
At least 5.
Right. So that's just another example. Like, you can do it.
Yeah.
You have done it.
Yeah.
But anyway, the thing for Bayley, right? Bayley comes back.
You have to put the belt on her immediately.
It's got to be the Bianca and Becky.
It has to be. Well, the story's there.
But then, are we not done yet with Becky and Bianca? Like, because is it a clean finish?
I think it could be after. I think it'd be after.
It would have to be, otherwise.
Because then you build into what's next, Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, because if they don't do that, and we try to extend out Becky again,
can't.
Has
to be something new after this. Whether it's Charlotte's back or whether it's, I think honestly I can see both of them back.
Yeah.
Bayley probably less likely if Charlotte comes back.
Yeah.
Because we're hitting her timetable right about now, and it would make sense for her to go SmackDown direction.
Yeah.
Just story wise, but yeah, I don't know. They need something.
Dude, it's so hard because I want to care about SummerSlam, and I just don't.
I really don't. And the problem is, like, what's sad about this whole conversation even is that we're saying that they need an established star. Like, they have so many talented women on this roster.
And it's just the misuse or the underuse.
And what's crazy, too, is, like, it's not even, like, talented women that need a shot. Like, someone like Raquel, someone like Shotzi, someone like Aaliyah, somebody like that.
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss is, like, a 5-time champ. Lacey Evans never won, but she should have.
A bunch of times.
Natalia is much say what you will, multi-time champion.
Yeah.
Like, Shayna Baszler was a main eventer. Mm-hmm. Like, there are women on this roster who not only are underused, but have experience in these moments. And Carmella's a 2-time champ. Well, at least, I think, right?
Yeah. Like, at least 2. But what is even the point of having Bliss back? Yeah. Like, she's still doing
Asuka's not doing anything.
Yeah, Asuka's
Forgot about
doing
Asuka.
nothing.
Yeah.
Bliss is still doing the stupid doll character. Yeah. Like, she's deserving of better than that.
Yeah.
Raquel proven that she can hang with the best. She was a good NXT champion. Like you said,
you know what you do? You know what you really do? Does WWE still own the rights to The Fiend? I'm assuming they do. They could technically talk about The Fiend, right?
Yeah.
Put her with Edge. Get rid of the doll. Say Edge saved her. You know, brought her out of it. Even if it's still like a dark character, get rid of the whole supernatural thing. And just put her with Edge.
I'm cool with that, except then you start running into the whole, like, are you just doing another faction? Like, is it just Judgment Day 2.0?
That's a good point. That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
That's my only concern.
Yeah, no. That's a good point. I tried to find a quick out for it, but yeah, no, it makes sense.
Because he's coming back
then you have
to
the same,
feud with
then you
Finn.
have the same exact thing. Yeah,
so
no, that doesn't make sense.
And then what are they going to recruit? Dominic?
They tried.
No, I mean for like Edge.
Edge, right. I mean, unless it's like a face faction, I don't know how you do that.
You can be an aggressive face faction too.
Yeah, but the problem is the vignettes are Edge. We talked about this. I know, like, people read way too much into the last one because, like, I'm coming too, and it was like T-O, not T-O-O, and people were like, oh my God, the Fiend's coming with Edge. It's like, no, no, he's not. Trust me, I am the first person to hop on the Fiend is back bandwagon.
I probably did it every week for 2 months.
There is not a bigger podcast out there that is quicker to hop on the Windham bandwagon. Yeah. He's not coming back.
It's done.
It's over.
It's over.
It's been almost 2 years now.
And if it does happen, they won't spoil it in a vignette.
You will never know.
This will be something that they do so well.
You'll never know it's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not Bray. It's unfortunate. But
I just don't know who else it would be though.
But it's not anyone. It's coming. It's T.O.
Yeah,
it's
like
going
to
somewhere.
you.
Yeah, to somewhere.
Yeah.
It's not also. So people read way too much into that.
But like your grass match straws because you want something to happen, right? Like
here's the problem.
Let's be honest, WWE's in such like a lull right now that
Yeah.
when you see a promo or a vignette, you want to get excited for something because it's so obviously Edge, right? And if it's not Edge,
yeah, I have no idea what
it is
Edge. It is Edge.
So like you know that already. So Edge coming back. Not to say I don't like Edge because I do like Edge, but for the 5th time, it kind of loses its.
I don't even think
allure.
it's that. It's like. The problem is, like, historically even, WWE does not know when to stop a good thing. The only one they've gotten right ever is the Shield. Mm-hmm. It's at the top. It's hot as hell. Let's break it up now before we ruin it. And they've been running these vignettes for 7 weeks.
Well, how long did it take
stopped
Veer to
caring
show up?
after week 3.
Yeah.
I haven't watched a single one since week 3 except for the last one because I saw the picture of it.
Yeah.
I don't care anymore.
Well, Veer, it's the same thing.
Veer's here for 7 months. Veer was on his way to Raw for 7 months. And the only good thing about that is they made a meme out of it and they capitalized on that. But that was serious for 6.5 months.
Yeah.
Like, figure it out. Either do it or just don't do it.
And you want to talk about timing? You're out of time.
You have a Raw before SummerSlam. A Raw
and 2 SmackDowns.
Yeah.
And we know what SmackDown's doing. SmackDown's just talking about Roman and Brock.
And
Pat and the Usos
and
the
then Pat
Profits.
and Corbin. That's all it is. That's SmackDown for you.
Yeah.
That's every Friday. And you got 2 left, so you're going to get that again.
And quite honestly, you can skip SmackDown. Because you can watch the YouTube highlights of Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar talking.
Yeah. And then that's it. Because SmackDown's bad. SmackDown is bad right now.
It's not any other option to do anything on a Friday night. You're doing it.
Especially this week. No, well, it's not SmackDown, but Raw. Like, watching the Derby.
Yeah. You think
watching the Home Run Derby.
You think I'm watching Raw, the full 3-hour, unabridged Raw over the Home Run Derby?
Over Stinky Pete finally losing.
Are you serious? Like, no. Yeah. Because it's a bad show. Yeah. And the thing is, this was the TV 14 return. This is the big week.
What a... I mean, here's the thing.
And what do you do? Throw a super kick outside the ring?
That might be on us.
Yeah.
I think we expected way too much.
Yeah.
And that might be on us as a wrestling community that we expected immediately to jump into the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
And that was never going to happen.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think now they just have... I think it's good that it's...
Well, they let Seth stomp.
I don't... Well, the problem was never with the stomp. The problem was that they called it the curb stomp.
Yeah.
That was the issue.
Yeah.
But... I think if they keep the product how it is, but now they have wiggle room, that will be good overall. Also, complete tangent. Mm-hmm. Opens the door a little wider for MJF.
Yeah, 100%. That's way down the line.
Way down the line. But, that's why it was really far over here. But the door's a little bit wider now.
But to go back to your first point about a little bit of wiggle room where you might care more about the feud if you can get raw emotion out of somebody. So, like, I'm not saying you got to drop F-bombs, this, that, but if you can go out on a limb and say some things like, I think I'm going to kill, like when they used to do, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill him anyway.
Well,
like,
I mean, that was TVPG, and he was still doing that. Yeah.
If you can do that on a regular basis, like, I believe there's bad blood between the two guys, like, okay.
That's the thing, too. A lot of people see, like, TV14, they're like, oh, they're going to say the F word.
Yeah.
But, like... You also got to think about it's not just that they can curse. It's about what kind of content they can talk about.
Yeah,
now.
It's more mature content.
Yeah.
So like you can frame something with actual like malintent, like violent.
Like think about like the early TV PG era, like before they really started cutting it down. Like when Jericho was like pouring beer on CM Punk, who was straight edge, you could tell him he's an alcoholic. Like that's the kind of like mature content they can kind of explore now. Where like maybe it's not everything's all blood and guts and cursing. Yeah. But we can explore a little more mature topics.
Yeah. And that's what they need to get into.
More live sex celebration.
It's a shame. Yeah. Seriously. It's a shame that they didn't get into this more before SummerSlam. Yeah. But I'm hopeful that this is something they can build on moving forward.
Let me get like a Roman Seth feud where they really let him go a little bit.
Only aired on Raw, too.
Like, really let it go a little bit? That'd be good.
Because SmackDown's still...
SmackDown, I believe, is still TVPG. I believe so.
Fox, get it together.
Which is weird. Of the two things that are allowing it, Fox is the one that are like, eh.
Is it, though? USA is... NBC
No,
is,
I just mean, like but Fox tends to be a little more, like, especially on late-night Fridays. Like, I feel like they would have let that slide a little more.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe they will. They'll see how Raw does.
Yeah, I guess they'll see what happens with it.
It's... Okay, now that we're kind of getting back on track, heading into SummerSlam. John Cena's not coming.
No, John Cena will not be at SummerSlam.
John Cena
Does this have to do with the Vince stuff, do you think?
I don't know.
I think it's extremely possible.
I don't know. I really don't. But John Cena not coming, I couldn't care any less about this Dolph Ziggler and Austin Theory.
This is very weird. This is very, very weird. Because one, if I had to pick right now, Bobby's losing. Bobby's not even on TV. And they're also like, Bobby's not really even a part of the feud.
No.
He's just kind of in the match. Which is bizarre.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. Like, Bob's a draw, man. Like, Bob is the guy. Like, it's weird.
So,
it's just weird.
Just listening to you say that has now talked me back into thinking this is all about getting Cena his title, 17, right? Hear me out. This is tangential. It's definitely not
Bray Wyatt wagon right now.
Definitely not happening at SummerSlam.
Let's hear it.
But Theory wins the U.S. title.
Sure.
Cashes in, wins. Somehow they're going to split these belts up. Wins one of those belts.
It'll be the WWE. 100%.
Cena comes back, wins that off Theory. Theory's still United States champion.
Oh, man.
Because he's Vince's guy. So he's going to be belted up somewhere.
He would make him the second person to ever hold both those belts.
To
Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
That's the first one.
Yeah.
First and only.
Yeah.
To hold the WWE United States at the same time.
Yeah.
No one's ever done it.
Yeah. Who did it with the Intercontinental?
Sure, someone has.
All right. Not important, but I'm just saying. It just makes sense.
I feel like you were definitely
but though my whole thing is
drawing a straight line through a very winding path here.
My thing is, I always thought it was Theory winning to get it to Cena. So that was always my he won Money in the Bank to win the title to lose to Cena. That was the way I saw it the whole time.
Here's the thing, and this is gonna sound a lot more malicious than it really should. That was also with Vince in charge.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
Is H letting that fly? Is H giving him 17? That's I mean, Flair is H's guy.
Yeah.
Is H giving him 17? I don't know. That changes everything.
They know what John Cena does for the company, though.
Yeah, but I mean,
he's not just a wrestler anymore. If this is his role,
I know.
Bottom line is bottom line.
I got it. Yeah.
Who moves merch?
Yeah, no, you're right.
What more merch, what more money could you make
17.
than record-setting?
Yeah, no, it's
17.
possible. It's possible. I'm just saying, though.
No, I hear you. But
it's a lot to consider because that really does change everything.
I don't know. And the thing is, this is something we're talking about because they have nothing else going on.
No, they have nothing. But here's the thing: when does Cena win?
Because it's got to be like a
he's
big
not going to
event.
go to Saudi.
No.
He's probably not going to go to the UK.
And he's definitely not doing it at
Survivor Series. Yeah. Survivor Series is a mess right now.
Roman's fighting himself.
That's a whole. The Usos are fighting themselves. All the belts are together. That whole event, which, if they're smart, just get rid of the brand thing and just do it for real, and that would be fine. But they won't because they're stupid. But I mean, that's a whole mess. So we're not talking about until at least TLC.
Survivor Series is
November.
That's plenty of time to get yourself out of this.
There's a lot of time.
It quickly passes, though.
It'll be
every pay-per-view you get
we'll be November 17th talking our predictions, and
every pay-per-view that you get to where these belts are still together is
a problem.
Yeah.
But here's the bigger problem. Brock wins, he gets both.
And Brock's not working every day.
No.
I don't care.
I mean, Roman hasn't been working every day in a while, but he's back.
Roman has a presence at every show.
Yeah.
He has Paul. He has the Usos. Brock has Brock.
Yeah. And he's not.
And Brock is not
guy.
working week. He's not, and he's definitely not working double duty.
No shot.
And granted, Roman does that sparingly.
Yeah.
But Brock is never doing
ever.
it.
Yeah. Maybe the first week he wins. That's it.
Yeah, to show up so the fans all come out.
Yeah.
And then he's working SmackDown.
Yep. If that.
Yeah. I really don't know. And
it's a major problem. It's a major, major problem. And I think that's why the Money in the Bank this year is so important.
But it's got to be for one.
That's why it's so important.
That needs to be the stip. I'm
don't
cashing
even
in
do
on
the
a
stip.
title.
I don't even think it has to be talked about
Just
until it happens.
Yeah. Well, the Money in the Bank contract's only for one title.
Yeah.
And then
because then you have Paul come out.
Well, because how perfect is that? Roman gets cashed in on. He leaves with the WWE, not the Universal, right? Because
Roman would keep the Universal.
Universal. So he leaves with both, and then Paul's like, no.
Or like he goes to take both,
Yeah.
and Paul is just like gives him one.
Yeah. He's like, you gotta.
What do you? Yeah. Go look at the contract, buddy. That would be interesting.
And then
that's your only way out right now. That's literally your only way out right now.
Yep.
But the problem is, I mean, that's not happening in SummerSlam. It's not. It's not cashing in SummerSlam.
You're not gonna. You know what? The silence that you heard at Money in the Bank when Theory won would be even more deafening at SummerSlam.
Which is such a shame.
Because he's good.
Because he's so good. His character sucks.
And
let's be honest, his character
This is how they do you, though.
But damn, is he good.
He's probably, and this is no exaggeration, probably top 8 in-ring performers already.
Honestly, I'm going to say this, and this might sound crazy.
Yeah.
He's the best prospect they've had since Randy.
Yeah.
Like, right out the gate, he's the best they've had since Randy.
100%. This guy is, like, perfect for in-ring performance.
Yeah.
Shaped well, everything. His moveset is sharp. He's clean. He's crisp. He's on time. His character just stinks.
Yeah. And I think the problem with that is, like, Randy's character sucked, too. But the problem is they got him with someone who could mold him into something.
Yeah.
They didn't do that with Theory.
At least not yet.
But the problem is you're very quickly running out of time on that.
Yeah.
Because the faster you push him, the harder it's going to be to put him behind somebody.
Yep.
So
not everyone's going to have the going away moment and coming back that Roman has, exactly. Right? Roman could have been this booed out of the stadium for his whole career. Mm-hmm. Silver lining in what happened to him was that he was able to come back as a new character, better than ever,
nail it,
and crush it.
Yeah.
Theory's not going to have that,
no.
By the grace of God. Thankfully, he won't have that. But it's tough.
It's tough
because if you're on TV and you're champion, you're going to get booed.
And the problem
is,
just
going to happen.
You can't push someone like you push Cena as a heel.
Doesn't work.
Because you're going to get the wrong kind of heat.
Yeah.
And that's not what you want.
Right. Roman was getting pushed like that as a face, getting booed. This guy's getting pushed like this as a heel, a bad heel at that. The character stinks.
He's not a good heel.
And he's going to get booed.
But the problem is he's not even getting booed, which is worse.
Right.
He's getting the sigh, which is the worst thing you can get. It's
just,
here we go.
As the internet calls it, go away heat.
Yeah, it's go away heat. That's what it is.
It's go away heat. Yeah. We don't care for your character. We're not booing you because we're playing along. Leave.
The perfect contrast is you have Theory, who's getting go away heat, and then you have heel heat, which is The Miz.
Yeah.
Because The Miz is the best heel in the company.
Yeah.
Other than, because I'm not even gonna count Roman as a heel, because he's not. Roman's he blurs the lines, which is perfect for him. But The Miz is the best heel in the company because he, no matter what he does, no matter where he is, he knows how to push buttons.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of heat you want. Austin Theory is just annoying.
Yeah.
And is getting pushed to the moon.
It was like Seth when he first started the Messiah and all that. People were booing him because he's a heel.
Yeah.
And then eventually he was just so charismatic that despite him being a heel, they're cheering for him because he's Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah.
But Theory, not so much. No. The Miz, like you said, perfect.
Yeah.
Gets booed because he's hilarious. He does feuds that people want to get behind the other guy all the time. He has a smoking hot wife, so people are jealous. Everything The Miz does works.
Yeah. There's not that.
Show me what thing Theory's doing.
No.
The selfies were funny for a week.
Yeah.
You knocked somebody out and took a picture. It was a good gimmick for a week.
Yeah.
Just like you said, they never know when to end it. This is
a year.
I was going to say 10 months. Yeah. 10 months of selfies.
Yeah.
And then you got a guy like Ciampa. who has a good character.
Yeah.
You're just an aggressive guy in the locker room.
Yeah.
That works, and he can't even get on TV.
Yeah.
Not to say Theory shouldn't be on TV because he's said,
damn good.
Damn good.
Yeah.
But get a character.
Yeah. They got to figure something out. Because
that's one of your premier guys right now.
And the problem is, like, if the last time they've done something like this with Cena, you'd be able to get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, as much as people love Roman now, like, that whole run is still very fresh in people's minds.
Mm-hmm.
So their tolerance for another run like that is not only going to be shorter, but it's going to be longer lasting.
Yeah.
So unless something happens with Theory, whether it's just a break or whatever it is, and he comes back, unless he comes back like Roman, which he is not possible.
I don't think Roman's really unique right now.
Which is borderline it's extremely improbable.
Yeah.
They're not going to react well, even if it's a good character. It's still going to be, oh, here we go again. Here's Theory.
And, like, if you want people to kind of get behind him here, you're going to have to make this cash-in so shocking, so out of the realm of possibility, so Seth Rollins-esque at the robbery, the heist of the century. And the character of Austin Theory doesn't allow that because his character's flaunting it all the time.
There's one way it can be done. There's one way it can be done.
Mm-hmm.
Take about 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
You have him come to cash in this weekend and get the brakes beat off him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bad. And have him go away for a while.
Before he gets to successfully cash in.
Yeah.
So
still has the briefcase.
Bell doesn't ring,
Run the hospital bit, whatever you want to do. I don't know how you get to this point. That someone who's getting paid to do this can figure this out.
Yeah.
You have Paul and the Usos turn on Roman for Theory.
It's got to happen eventually, and that would make sense because everybody wins.
Because here's the thing.
Everybody wins.
As much as he loves his tribal chief, Paul's a businessman.
He's trying to hitch his horse to the next wagon.
Yeah. Usos, maybe Roman's getting... Whatever it is. Like, you could get your story there.
You have the Usos lose. Roman starts treating them like second-class citizens.
And then there it is. And there it is.
Yeah.
And that's how you get there. And again, then you keep Roman with the belt.
And it's a literally everybody wins scenario.
Or even, you know what? You don't even have to have them turn for Theory.
Just have them turn in general.
Have them turn for The Rock.
Oof.
Because now you have...
The Rock and Roman.
Theory comes to cash in. Mm-hmm. Now Theory has this belt on Raw. You have Rock and Roman, and you're doing that at WrestleMania.
Perfect.
Do it.
Perfect story.
Do it like right before the Rumble. And then you can have your Rumble winner fight Theory. And then you've solved the Rumble problem as well.
Mm-hmm.
So then you can still have your Rock and Roman at Mania, and it doesn't take away from the Rumble winner, who is going to be Cody Rhodes. And then you have Theory and Cody Rhodes, which is a sick WrestleMania match.
And this is probably not going to happen, Cena wins the Rumble.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway.
And we're back. And we're back to reality.
And we're back. But, but the thing with The Rock is you have to have that locked down that he's doing Mania.
Yeah.
And I really hope it happens. I want it to happen.
I think it'll be easier for him because...
It's L.A.
Yeah. So make like an appearance or two beforehand?
Yeah.
You could even have him do, like, for a while, too. You don't even have to do, like, the video things. He did with Cena for, like, months with the video things. Like, you'd figure it out.
Yeah. And, I mean, The Rock films himself literally every day.
All the time.
So he could just cut one. And imagine the draw, if you will, that The Rock promotes WrestleMania on his public Instagram with all 40 million or whatever, 140 million. Yeah. And The Rock, man. Yeah. But anyway, if he does that, you might have like the most watched Mania in recent that
would be insane
because people are gonna be like, oh, The Rock is back. Okay, I'm in.
And then you solve all of your problems.
Yeah,
immediately.
Yeah, and they have a lot of them. So
many.
Hopefully,
the only problem you really don't solve a bit is the tag belts, but that's not really that important.
If they're gonna go this direction,
if you're gonna go that route, you have them lose both belts separately.
Yeah.
Because then Roman would be like, what the hell are we doing?
Not only did you lose one.
You lost both? Yeah.
You guys
and then there it is. And then there's your story.
Off the island of relevance.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. They don't call me. They don't have my number.
Yeah. Or if they're going to keep this direction of one title, just unify the belt already. So when they lose, it's just not even a debate. Yeah. So which I'm okay with either way.
Yeah, they don't have the tag teams for 2 right now.
Yeah,
anyway.
I'm okay if you go either direction.
Yeah.
Because you're splitting up one of your best tag teams.
Yeah.
It's happening. They're letting Dawkins get his solo matches in right now. Yeah. I guess this is his test run to see how he does.
Guess so.
Because Montez is going.
And I think my theory from last week might be right.
Yeah.
About him going with MVP because they're kind of keeping MVP around him.
Yeah.
But again, that could just be they need people on TV.
It's true.
So who knows?
What else we got?
It's really NXT because that's kind of all the main roster stuff. There's nothing else other than Logan Paul.
Oh yeah.
Logan Paul.
We briefly talked about Miz. Miz accepts the challenge for SummerSlam.
There you go.
That'll be a good celebrity match.
That'll be good. Athletic guy. Talked about it last time at Mania.
He was fine at Mania.
It'll be good.
He was good at Mania.
And if there's ever a person to work with, Miz is top 3 guys you want there. Yeah.
Miz will make you look good.
So that'll be fun. That'll be good. Enjoyable.
I'm trying to think. We got Pat McAfee and Corbin.
Yeah, but there's not really much to talk about more.
That'll be fun too.
That'll be another good one.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
But the big feuds, like I said to start the episode, it's like just don't care.
Yeah, no, it's just not really.
Like realistically, if we weren't wrestling fans, if we weren't doing this, are you tuning in for SummerSlam?
Hell no.
Because Pat McAfee and Corbin's not putting me down for 4 hours.
I mean, I'll find
the highlights. I'll watch the clip.
The only way I would tune in would just be to catch the Roman match because last man standing it should be really good.
Right.
Other than that, there's not enough on this card for me to be like, damn, I want to watch.
You're telling me you wouldn't be okay with sleeping, waking up
here's
and
the
catching
thing.
it?
Yeah, 100%. And also Jeff Jarrett being the special guest ref for the Usos is really cool for Nashville. Mm-hmm. I don't care.
Yeah, when they said it like that, I assumed it was going to be something intense, meaningful for the feud. Not sure what that would be exactly.
Yeah, but it's not at all.
And not to slight Jeff Jarrett, but
no, Jeff Jarrett's cool, but
yeah.
I don't care. No, just again, I don't care about Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
No, Jeff Jarrett hasn't been relevant in WWE in 15 years.
And I was about to say, what influence or agenda will he have, right? Who is he going to be against?
What's the bit here? Yeah.
He doesn't like the Usos?
Why? He doesn't like Street Profits? Why?
Yeah.
He hates both of them? Why? He likes both of them. Why?
Yeah.
There's no reason for any of it.
And it's, I guess, it's try to get the locals to tune in, or maybe some guys.
But here's the thing: you're a Nashville wrestling fan. You going to SummerSlam now because Jeff Jarrett's the special guest referee for the Usos?
You know what's happening?
No.
If you're in Nashville, and I don't know, if any of our listeners have been in Nashville, you're a stone's throw away from the stadium when you're on Broadway. Mm. If you wanted to go to SummerSlam, you're going anyway, and then just going out after. Jeff Jarrett's is not putting asses in seats.
No, not even not at all. No. It might be a cool pop for people who are older Nashville wrestling fans.
Yeah.
That's about it.
And guess what?
No one's buying a ticket for Jeff Jarrett.
Those people are watching from home.
Watching from home, or they were going already?
Yeah, 100%.
No one in the last 2 weeks goes, whoa, Jeff Jarrett, StubHub. Didn't happen.
It's going to be hot.
Oh, yeah.
In Nashville.
It's going to be what stadium is it? Is it the Predator Stadium?
Are they not playing outside? I thought they were doing it at Titans outside.
Oh.
Are they not doing that?
I know. You might be right. I don't know.
Well, if it's Nashville Predators, that's fine.
It feels like a really big stadium for... There's no way they're selling a football stadium for SummerSlam.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I mean...
Pull this up.
Yeah, I can check.
Jamie, pull this one up.
Yeah, Jamie, can you get the...
Yeah, I thought it was at the football stadium, but I'm probably wrong, because now that you're saying that makes a ton of sense.
That feels really big. It's Nissan
Yeah,
Stadium.
yeah, okay.
That's the Predators?
Yeah, so they'll be fine indoors.
Okay.
That's a nice stadium. Been there.
Yeah. Gotta say, as much as WWE does well with their stadiums, WrestleMania is the only thing selling it. It's just Mania. But
and I can't believe it. I was thinking that's gonna be 110.
Yeah, no way. Yeah, no way.
In there.
Yeah.
But never mind then. Forget that point.
But still.
But that's even closer then for my point, because you're literally walking to the stadium and then you're there. So it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. They're struggling.
Yeah.
But
main
anyway.
roster stuff. NXT, not struggling, but not thriving, I would say.
So
they're in the lull.
Everybody knew it was GYV.
GYV, yeah. Oh, what are their names now? I looked this up. Formerly, James Drake and Zach Gibson are now... Oh, boy.
You just had it, dude.
Yeah, I lost it. Sorry. Rip Fowler and Jagger Reed. I don't know which is which. And I will probably never learn.
It makes me so mad because everyone knows who GYV is. Yeah. You could have stayed as Gibson, and Drake, that wouldn't have done anything.
I don't understand why they have different names.
It changes nothing.
It's very bizarre.
Unless you're gonna write it off as they confirmed into this cult with,
and they got
what's his face in their new identities,
confirmation names.
Then it's okay, you got me, fine. It's stupid, but fine.
Yeah.
I mean, same
otherwise,
thing with
very weird.
McDonough.
I think that is
his name in real life thing.
No, what you think it was his real name?
Yeah, I don't know.
What was his name?
Was it? Oh. And here we are, literally just saying.
JD McDonough was. Oh man, this is bad. We should know this.
This is bad podcasting.
Irish.
Yep, this is bad.
Cruiserweight.
Bad podcasting.
I'll look it up.
Screaming at their TV.
Yeah, someone's
right now.
oh my god, it's this.
Someone just unsubscribed from the pod.
Yeah, that's bad on us. I apologize.
This is, and it's gonna be
Jordan Devlin.
Yeah.
Jordan Devlin.
Which
that
is
sounds like a real name.
The JD.
Let's find out. But that sounds like it was his real name, and now it's not. Yeah. They don't want that. Wikipedia.
Jordan Devlin. Yep.
Yeah, it's his real name, so that's why.
Makes sense. There goes the name change.
Yeah. But that's fine. I mean, I don't hate it. It's still Irish. It's still JD.
And he was more along of a true NXT UK guy.
Yeah. This is while Jordan Devlin is a very Irish name.
Yeah.
This is Irish and very Irish American. Yeah. McDonough. So, and the JD. So it's a little more westernized. But
yeah.
Okay.
Look, it'll be good.
He's good. He's damn good, man.
That's what I was going to say.
Good.
He's good. So the feud will be fine. I mean, it'll be good. I don't know.
Breaker's going to have to step it up on the mic.
I mean, we've been saying it.
Yeah, this is going to be a problem for him soon.
We've been saying it.
Especially if he starts facing guys like this. If Cruz is next, this is going to start being a problem.
Yep.
Because Cruz will talk circles around him. And McDonough kind of already started doing that.
Yep.
You can only be the aggressive football player for so long.
Yeah, eventually you got to be a wrestler.
Got to be a character.
Wrestler. Yeah. I don't know though. You think Apollo Crews is next?
I don't know.
He kind of showed up and then.
No, he's been wrestling.
I know, but he's been.
It seems like he's in NXT now. It didn't seem. This isn't like a Ziggler. It seems like Apollo Crews is in NXT.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I need to get him and Carmelo.
Oh my God, what a match that would be! Holy
Carmelo.
Crap!
I want that more than I want him and Breaker.
Yeah, that means we need him in Solo too.
Yeah.
Him in Solo would be nuts. Did that happen?
Not to the extent that you want it to.
Right.
Then they just butt
right.
heads.
Right. I think so.
Man, Solo's good.
Solo's damn good. Dude. They turn on Roman for Solo.
Too much, right?
Yeah, no,
too
way
aggressive,
too much. Way
too
too
soon.
much. Way too much. That's really thrusting him in a spotlight.
Too
it's
soon.
just way too. That's way too much.
But the guy is good.
Very good.
I feel terrible because we're sitting here and it's just wrestling right now.
There's nothing to talk about. It's hard. We're trying to find stuff. Oh, I guess last NXT point, other than the Core Jade split up, that's kind of happening. Zoe Stark back, and now number one contender for the NXT Women's Championship.
And this is the end of Mandy Rose.
I think this is it, and I think we're getting Zoe and Io right after.
Yeah, Zoe winning made me think that Mandy was done. I didn't expect her to be back, so I didn't think.
I thought she'd be out for a while longer. Yeah,
freak athlete.
Yeah, good for her. Yeah,
that's it. Strong, only the strong survive.
I guess so.
But now
this seems like the clock is.
This seems like it's up for Mandy.
And if there was ever a time to bring up some new women,
Toxic Attraction would be a welcomed addition
to
the main roster.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
And
there's your heels.
And they need to stay as a group doing what they're doing
for a while
because they need that.
Yeah,
badly.
That fills in your heel gap for a little bit too.
Yeah.
Even if they're together but singles, that's fine.
Yeah.
Let that happen.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But Zoe Stark, man, that was a welcomed.
Yeah, she's good.
Welcomed
she's
return.
Good. Yeah.
Nice shock.
And then hopefully this brings Io kind of out of whatever cobweb she's been sitting in.
That makes sense, right?
That's the first feud.
Yeah.
If she were to win,
you're gonna have to get through Cora and Roxanne now
for a little bit. Yeah. So that's gonna. Yeah.
And then I guess whoever wins, which I assume again Zoe, that'll kind of be a placeholder until they're ready for the true passing of the torch.
Yeah. I don't know.
To the next gen.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. That'll be interesting.
She hasn't shown me anything that says she's ready.
Who?
Now talking about Cora.
Oh yeah. I don't think she's not ready, but I see your point.
But I would rather at least have someone like Zoe Stark, where a
little more veteran.
Maybe she could work the promo a little bit better. Maybe, but I know she's gonna perform.
Yeah.
I know she's gonna deliver.
Yeah. Cora's good. when you give her the chance. Yeah, she just needs time.
Yeah,
it's really.
I'm not saying anything bad about her. I just don't know if I want to take that risk.
I don't want her carrying the brand yet.
Because you kind of took that risk with Breaker. And like, he gets away with it because he's big, believable, and can wrestle. And he's a Steiner.
Yeah. Because he's noticeably good in the ring compared to other people. While Cora is good in the ring, it's not noticeably better than others.
If you put on NXT and you saw Cora Jade, you're not necessarily staying tuned.
Yes. And like I was saying, like, when you the new class of NXT happened, like you saw Braun and you saw Mello in the ring, you're like, okay,
these guys got it.
These are the guys.
Yep.
Cora, while you're like, oh, she's good. It's not like, oh, this is who they're going with. It's not that cut and dry, you know. Yeah. So,
but we'll see. That's just really us spitballing. Yeah, we have no idea where it's gonna go.
No idea. I guess next week we'll tell a lot more about what direction we're headed. When Roxanne's finally back, Zoe and Mandy will probably have something. But
and next week's our prediction
episode. So we'll have content.
They're going to have a set card.
They'll have,
I don't know if it'll be
as set as it will be.
I don't know if it'll be good, but they'll have it set.
And we will predict it.
And we will predict it.
Hopefully
maybe not well.
We haven't been too great lately.
It's impossible.
It's really hard.
Because they don't know what they're doing.
No
idea. How could we know
The problem is they really don't look to the future. And the problem is I think they make the decision Saturday night.
People said
that. I think that's really the
Plenty
issue.
of reports
or even Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Or I guess Saturday morning now for this one.
Plenty of reports come out that these guys change decisions up until like the minute before. So
we'll do the best we can. Get it to you. If you guys like this type of content, well, first of all, thanks for watching.
Always thanks for watching.
Appreciate it. If you guys like this type of content, want to see more, like and subscribe down below. Comment. Let us know what you think the hell they should do with whatever's going on here, especially the whole Roman belt situation.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? Let us know. We'll try to talk about it if anybody comments. Let us know. Try to work through that idea.
And if we're totally off base, if you guys think that WWE is hitting a stride right now,
we'd love to know.
If we're just not seeing the stardom in somebody, tell us.
Yeah, please.
Tell
us. So we can talk about it. Try to.
Maybe I'm viewing it in the wrong light.
Yeah, I would love to try to change my view. Maybe hey, maybe we were looking at this wrong, but we'll see. Socials in the description at @Wrestle_Pod on Instagram and Twitter. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your media. We're there.
We're there.
All right, guys.
Peace.